Hey you guys, my name is Johnny and I just finished my first semester at UT Austin. Welcome to the video. You know I got my shirt on and you see the title of the video, so let's get straight into it. So I did get to go to my first year of university at Texas State. So this is not my first year at a four-year university. So prior to Texas State, while I was in high school, I was going to ACC, which is Austin Community College. But with that said, guys, things are not the same, especially with this most recent semester, which was my first semester at UT. I got to experience it fully online. So everyone at UT was a top high school student, highly driven, top of their class, like a 5 out of 5 star student. So I just heard that it was going to be real competitive, real hostile, and that you weren't, like, let's just say if you needed help on a homework assignment, that other people would not have your best interest because they were trying to outdo you and be better than you because they go to UT Austin, and if they help you out, then potentially down the line, when you are competing for a job, that you will have an upper hand. So I had this belief that is far from the truth. UT Austin is actually a very collaborative place, and everyone's friendly. Nobody is afraid to ask questions, even if they're stupid questions. But I do want to say there is no stupid questions, but even silly questions, I felt like everyone was just eager to learn. Alright, as for the diversity there at UT, I was honestly pretty frankly surprised. So prior to arriving and meeting my fellow classmates and professors, I had just believed that everyone was going to be white and it was going to be a bunch of white guys. My major is computer science, so I mean that in itself is like 70-80% dominated by white males. So I just expected a lot of white people there, but it's actually way more diversified than I thought. You have obviously predominantly white people because I mean that's just the majority of the population, and you also have your black people, you have Hispanics, you have Asians, you have Indians, you have Filipinos. Guys, it is very diversified, and I do understand, keep in mind this is probably definitely different for each major, so this is something you're concerned about. You might want to do a quick Google search, but for me, computer science, I do understand, and I do want to put it out there that that major does attract a lot of foreigners. I'm sure all of you want to know, have this question: how hard is UT? So like I said, I went to Texas State before, which is an easier school to get into with more, I guess you could say, being frank, mediocre students. So I've heard a lot of different things in regards to this. I've heard some people say, oh yeah, the classes at UT are a lot harder, and then you also have the other people who argue a college class is a college class across the board. And I'm here to tell you that the truth 95% of the time always lies somewhere in the middle. The classes at UT, I would say, are slightly harder, but there really are no different. It's not like they're plowing you with like 2 times the material they expect you to learn, and it's just super moving at a fast pace. As I progressed through my degree and got further and further along, of course the difficulty of the classes also escalated. But the one thing I can positively confirm that differs and that I really notice is that at Texas State and at ACC, whenever, let's just say for example, a math test, free response math test, I felt like my professors were trying to find areas where they could give me points and try to understand my work and try to give me as many points as possible for what I did show, as opposed to UT Austin, where they're not looking to give you no points. They're looking for what they could penalize you, what's not perfect. And if you're understanding me, it's just the 2 different types of approaches when they were grading. At least that's one thing that I really noticed. Most people are a top performer, and so the school only receives more and more applications. So in order to keep themselves reputable and continue to be and progress as a top school, this is how I believe that they make their classes harder. But at the end of the day, if you're taking in a 3-hour class, typically that's 2 days a week for an hour and 20 minutes, whether you're at a 2-year university or a 4-year university, you're pretty much more than likely are going to have the same textbook. Also, you guys, keep in mind, make sure you are using Rate My Professor, lifesaver. Look up every single professor, take a long time making your course schedule and make the best course schedule to set you up for success, guys. Be proactive, find the professors, research them, and look what other people have to say about them, and it will bring you lots of insight, and it will help you gauge the class, the workload. And trust me, guys, this is life-changing, because I did this and some of my friends didn't. We're taking the same class. We would talk about our experiences night and day, guys. So when it comes to the difficulty, your professor has a lot of control over that. So like I just gave you that example with me and my friend, you ask us our experiences about the same exact class, he will tell you a completely different story than what I will, because I was cruising through, because I was proactive and I did my due diligence on my professors. Let's talk about one of those stereotypes I had believed and heard before a little bit more, and now we're gonna go deeper into the students at UT Austin. So a lot of people have this preconceived notion that UT Austin students are intimidating and they feel like they're better than other people because they go to UT Austin, but that's far from the truth. That's what you haters say, because that's all you can say, guys. Come on now, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So that you guys can get a real good feel about this, it was the first couple weeks of class. We got put into breakout rooms, and I wasn't really saying much just because I was just staying quiet. It's the type of person I am. I let other people talk first. Maybe I'll talk second, third. But I didn't really have much to say. We're just trying to get a feel for everything. And I was just letting other people talk, right? I was just like laying back, chilling, you know. I wasn't super excited for school, being online. I wasn't really focused on engaging, making friends. And I would have definitely been engaging more if I was in class. So does everyone else out there, I think, as well. It's demotivating. And it's hard to build connections through the computer. So anyways, we were assigned like a little problem to work on. So I was just working on that. And then the next thing I know, I hear Jonathan. What the hell? Who the hell, like, Jonathan? So here I am on my desk just working on that problem that we were given. Next thing I know, someone's like, Jonathan. By the way, that's my actual name. I go by Johnny, gone by Johnny my whole life. But anyways, they were like, Jonathan, do you understand what we're doing? Jonathan, do you need any help with this? Jonathan, do you need me to explain this for you? And I was really surprised that coming from those other colleges I attended, it was not as collaborative as UT. Everyone there is eager to learn for the most part, right? Most people are self-driven and want the best for themselves. They don't need to be pushed. And I really noticed that a lot of these guys, and it's true, now I see why companies want to hire people from UT, because for the most part we are leaders. And just because you are a leader does not mean you tell people what to do. No, that is not what being a leader means. It's just the way you carry yourself, the way you treat people, the way you make everyone else feel makes a good learning environment, and you feel like opening up after that. You can say what you want to say, ask what you want to ask, because everyone else is asking questions. Like I said, even if they seem silly, small questions, no, they're gonna ask for reassurance, and there's no silly questions. But guys, if you are a STEM major or if you're taking challenging classes, those office hours, those help hours, those TA help hours as well are super essential, and though that's where I spent a lot of time, honestly, because things don't just click to me. I consider I can pick up on things after repeating and practicing it, but I can't just show up to class and boom, I learn everything. I don't have a photographic memory or anything even close to that. I have to put the repetition in. Alright, you guys, that's gonna conclude the video. Based on all my experiences at all the previous colleges I went to, there's no other place I would have loved to spend the last semester other than UT Austin. Don't forget, HOOKem horns, baby, and I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and just like I do in all my other videos. Boom!